Thank you so much for being with us. I know it's early for you, but talk to me about Saturday night. Why is this a must-watch?
This is a must-watch because you have one guy that wants to prove to the world that he's able to jump weight classes and be up there with the likes of a Sugar Ray Leonard, like a Floyd Mayweather, like a Roy Jones, and so many others that have jumped different weight classes and tested their skills. This is a must-see because, both guys are relentless. One guy, power puncher, heavy hitter. Another guy would never quit and come straight ahead with the will to win. So when you got two guys like this and both with that killer attitude, it's going to be a great fight.
He's the most exciting because he is vulnerable, because he's not unbeatable. He's got crazy fast twitchies. He can box, but he's so aggressive and he's vulnerable enough to counters that it's actually excitement.
Floyd Mayweather and Max Kellerman talked about one of the biggest anticipated fights of 2026. Floyd gave the edge to Shakur, highlighting his top-level defense, intelligent ring awareness, and well-rounded abilities, even describing him as the standout fighter in his division.
Well, you got guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, around that area. So, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur.
At the same time, Max Kellerman raised concerns about Shakur Stevenson, noting that he is naturally the smaller man compared to others in the weight class and isn't recognized for heavy punching power, even though he has won titles in multiple divisions while moving up. Kellerman said Teofimo Lopez brings more excitement because of his explosive approach and unpredictable nature, and added that the fact Shakur has the ability to defeat him only makes the matchup even more compelling to watch.
Division belt holder, but he's the naturally smaller guy moving up. He's not a big punch.
Co-host Stephen A. Smith also did not side with Floyd Mayweather's choice. He pointed to Teofimo Lopez's standout showing against Vasily Lomachenko and said that based on that level of performance, Lopez would be his pick in a fight with Shakur Stevenson.
I believe there's a chance the other guy can win, and that makes it even more exciting, to say nothing of the pace he sets, the level of action, the level of bombs that are thrown as he fights better opposition, the number that will be coming back at him. Yeah, he's guaranteed thrills for this.
Kellerman then questioned Floyd Mayweather about why he feels Shakur Stevenson draws more support from fans, asking what it is about Shakur that creates a stronger connection with the audience than Teofimo Lopez.
He's a champion. He's got a lot of heart. I respect where you're coming from with him because he's up there. But when I think about Lopez and what we saw against Lomachenko, we saw his boxing ability, we saw his elusivity, and we know what he's got in terms of power in both hands, and he comes forward. It ain't like he backs up. He stalks you too, and he comes to finish you. When I think about Tyson comparisons, when I think about knockout power, when I think about excitement, when I think about those things, I think about Teofimo Lopez. That would be my choice.
During a conversation with Max Kellerman, Teofimo Lopez said he is completely prepared for a showdown with Shakur Stevenson. He spoke with strong belief in his training, strength, and game plan, making it clear he is driven and ready to show what he can do in such a major fight.
Why do you think he's been able to connect with a crowd? Because he draws real crowds when he fights. That's hard to do in boxing. He gets announced at Ravens games, and he gets a big ovation, right? And now he's already fighting on pay-per-view.
His aura, people like him. At Main Street, he got a boyish look. He's very marketable. As far as when you look at him, he's marketable, but when the bell rings, he's a killer, and that's what people want to see.
Talking about a potential bout with Shakur Stevenson, Lopez said he embraces the contrast in styles. He pointed to his forward pressure and heavy shots against Shakur's sharp defensive technique, describing it as a thrilling challenge.
that, you know, with this type of fight and this type of magnitude of a fight, you know, I have everything and all the attributes to beat this guy. You know, this is great, man. This is great for the sport. We're both going to come into our 16th fight, you know, and this right now is huge.
Talking about a potential bout with Shakur Stevenson, Lopez said he embraces the contrast in styles. He pointed to his forward pressure and heavy shots against Shakur's sharp defensive technique, describing it as a thrilling challenge.
You are a big lightweight compared to him, but you like to mix it up. It's not like you have the longest reach and like to box from outside. You like to fight. How do you see this as a matchup of styles?
Style-wise and everything, I know, you know, they call them high-tech. They do all those things like that, but I'm the type of fighter that I'll bring it to you. I bring the fight to you. And, you know, I look for the...
Floyd Mayweather has consistently spoken highly of Shakur Stevenson's ability, applauding his technique, defensive awareness, and ring intelligence. He has also mentioned that he would have liked to bring Shakur into his own promotional stable.
Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, I mean, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. He's asking, can he fight the best? I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level and give him the fights that he want, and make the fights happen that he...
Carrying that same belief, Stevenson stays composed during interviews before the fight, making it clear his focus is not on talk or promotion. His priority is putting on a dominant showing, protecting his titles the right way, and clearly demonstrating his ability once the action starts inside the ring.
Good to see you. A lot of talk about this fight with Teofimo Lopez, but the main thing is, what are you expecting to see from Teofimo Lopez? Anything you haven't seen before from him?
Nah, he's the truth. I understand what I'm getting myself into. I know that he's a great fighter. I believe that I'm the better fighter. So at the end of the day, come January 31st, we're going to find out.
A lot of people, when they talk about their opponents, look to disparage them. You don't want to do that. You just call them the truth. You respect him as a fighter. What do you expect about him?
At the end of the day, I'm an honest fighter. I sit down, I watch, and I see who's good and who's not. And when I watch him, I think he's a great fighter. So me being honest with you, that's all cool. But at the end of the day, once again, I will come out victorious.
Big narratives surrounding the last fight was the whole Tom and Jerry aspect of it. We're expecting to see you stand in front of Teofimo Lopez. And
I can't tell y'all how I'm going to fight. Why would I tell you? If I tell you, that means I'm telling him. So at the end of the day, it'll be a surprise for him. And just come in on fight night and I'll be ready.
Hey, who else?
This is Johnny Boy. What do you do better than Tio?
I'm the better fighter.
Molly Scott analyzed Shakur's approach and suggested that Teofimo Lopez should not fall into the trap of engaging in areas where Stevenson's defense shines. He advised Teofimo to assert his presence and control the action instead of getting drawn into technical battles that play to Shakur's advantage.
Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. And right now I'm going to break down what Shakur does very well, but also what Tio needs to avoid, and why this has all the makings of being an all-time great fight. We're going to start with the southpaw jab in the lab from my perspective in full detail. Shakur has one of the best jabs in the business, in my opinion, especially from a southpaw standpoint, because what he do as fighters has this rocky, back and forth place before they about to do offense. Shakur always catches it and hit you with the beautiful jab right there. He has a great measure of distance with it. And like I said, he has good timing with it because he catch when a guy wants to attack, you're rocking, you want to be front foot heavy, and the jab get there every time. He catches guys the minute that they want to attack from their front foot, and he stops their momentum with that very quick, snappy jab from a southpaw standpoint. This is something that Tio have to avoid, that quick jab. As you can see here, when Tio was going against Ortiz, he fighting the southpaw with your lead hand down. That's a tragedy. Why is it a tragedy? Because you're closer to their lead hand, and don't forget, guys, I just told you, Shakur has a very, very good jab. So that means Tio lead hand down, going into offense against Shakur, going with his lead hand down, he's open for the jab. And we all know that's one of Shakur's best.
Many professionals in boxing see a matchup between Stevenson and Lopez as a long anticipated showdown that fans have been waiting to see. Even though the contrast in their styles points to an entertaining fight, the promotional push has not reflected how important the bout truly is.
Do you have any thoughts on the fight next Saturday with Teo and Shakur?
Whoever God wants to win. But it's that's a great fight for boxing, because it's a fight that's long. It's one of those fights that's been long overdue, that people have been waiting for it to be made. And
with the fight officially confirmed and excitement growing, boxing experts from all over have shared their insights. Jiren Andis gave his take on the much-awaited clash between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, offering a clear prediction. He expects Stevenson to take control, suggesting a 9-3 style advantage in his favor. Andis credits this to Stevenson's mental focus and mastery of distance, which lets him dictate the tempo and gradually nullify Lopez's attacks.
Facing Teofimo Lopez, a guy that, you were in talks about fighting before you jumped to 54. What'd you think of that fight?
That's a good fight. That's a good fight. Two top guys fighting each other. I think Shakur gonna cook him. I ain't gonna lie. I think Shakur gonna cook him 9-3.
9-3?
Yeah.
Now, are you talking about, is it competitive early, or is it just...
It might be competitive early, but I think Shakur just gonna start breaking him down mentally and stuff like that. I don't think T.O. mentally there sometimes.
What is it about Shakur that's difficult?
I just think with these guys, I think Shakur, he knows his distance well, and I don't think the other guys can reach him or capitalize off of it.
He also points out that a stoppage could happen, highlighting boxing's unpredictable nature, where Lopez might be overpowered if Stevenson keeps consistent pressure. Andis advises Stevenson to stick to his strengths, remain faithful to his style, and tune out outside voices or critiques. By keeping his approach straightforward and executing his plan, Stevenson can claim a decisive win while avoiding unnecessary risks.
Everybody's saying decision. Could a stoppage be on the table? Because you said frustrate him.
Yeah, for sure. A stoppage is always in the works. These guys fighting he don't on no headgear. Anything can happen in boxing.
So what does Shakur have to do to be successful against a T.O.?
Just be himself. Be him. Don't listen to the crowd. Don't listen to these fans. Don't listen to these haters and these daughters. Just be him. Do what he do best, and that's one.
Yeah, keep it. Is that a situation where you keep it simple, keep it boring?
Keep it simple and win. That's all. Get home safely to your family, bro. Keep it simple and just win.
Is this the kind of fight dudes like Shakur, dudes like Devin, Gervonta, y'all get a lot of criticism for, it seems like, performances, opponents, etc. Is this the performance, or is this the fight that'll shut up the naysayers?
For Shakur?
Yeah.
I would say yeah, but you're gonna always have them people in the background saying they're gonna try to downplay his